Ask for the truth on behalf of Carol Taylor concerning relationship issues. I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck like that for you. And where it's split, where it's thought to be at its most energetic point, at its strongest, I suppose, where it's vibrating the strongest. So we put the top underneath, or is that the underneath on the top? I'll leave you to think about that. You can come back in 100 years when you might have, when you think you might have the answer. And of course the centre of the deck is now effectively on top where it's most energetic. Asked on your behalf, of course, with the question that you've raised, and then of course the 3 cards that we now deal in a 3-card spread, like this. Each card is in a position, isn't it, in the spread? So that means each position in the spread is relevant to, in this case, it's past, present and future. So we have the recent past, which is about a moon phase behind, the present, which is now, of course, and then the immediate future, which is about a moon phase ahead, about this between now and this time next month. But what was going on between now and this time last month? Well, just pull out this first card here that was dealt. I suppose you could say it's about like a beginning, middle and end, isn't it, of the situation. And of course the meaning of each card is relevant to that position. So this is the meaning of this card, or how we interpret it, how it vibrates with your recent past in relation to the question you've asked about your relationship. Let's now flip the card over nice and slowly to reveal the energy of love itself there. Notice that you got Cupid there, and of course this is to do with true love and fidelity, whatever relationship you were in or are still in after that. Of course, there was faithfulness. You were faithful within it. You were true to that person. Why, of course, if your question was about, say, is he true to me or whatever, then he would relate you to that, wouldn't he? Yes, he is. But in this case, it's to do with you, and I get a sense that this is more to you being true to them. Well, I've not been seeing anybody else, and I don't mean me, I mean you. This is what you're saying to him, you know. I've not been seeing anybody else, and tra-la-la-la-la-la, and whatever you think, then you can carry on thinking it as far as I care, because I'm not going to be able to change your mind if you don't trust me. Trust is like virginity. Once you lose that, you're fucked, aren't you? And then we're all up shit creek without a paddle. What's going on right now, though? Are you up shit creek without a paddle, or have things, bad grammar, have things settled down? Has things, have things, has a thing settled down, have things settled down. Well, there's a hand of fate there from the Treasury just indicating there right now that forces beyond your control intervene right now, as if I wouldn't go as far as saying it's Sod's law in the sense of anything that can go wrong will go wrong. It's more somebody or something is getting in the way right now. Maybe it is that it could be trust, I don't know, but there's no sort of trust energy there. There might be in the next card, we don't know. But just for now, it's as if somebody or something, it's usually somebody, isn't it? Somebody is interfering, because it's present tense, they are interfering. If it's the past, of course, they have interfered. And of course the future is they are about to interfere. So of course they are interfering right now at present. But what are they doing? So maybe you're trying to say, well, you know, I'm being true to you. This is you, of course, who said that, not me, something with me. You're just saying, well, I've been true, you know, I have, you know, I've not been doing anything, and diddle-a-dir-dir and whatever. And well, you can believe me or you can't, but it's up to you what you want to do. I can't hold a gun to your bloody head or whatever. I can't make you believe anything. I'm not an Abrahamic religion. Wasn't that below the belt? I shouldn't say things like that, should I? Even though it is true. But I'm not an Abrahamic religion where I can impose my way upon you and get away with it, have the law behind me, and if you disagree then you can go to jail because you don't agree with my sick, twisted ways. This is me you're talking to here, this is you saying this, of course. I'm just pass my bloody guilt on to you there. But you can interfere as much as you want or whatever, this situation that's getting in the way, something getting in the way. The hand of fate, in the sense of it's meant to happen regardless of. Of course, you've got this sort of situation with fate. Do you believe in fate or do you believe in destiny? In the sense, destiny is of course what you make it, isn't it? The future is what you make it. But of course, certain things that we're fated with, aren't we? In the sense of like being born and being given a name that we didn't even choose, and most of us don't even change it, do we? If we don't like it, we just stick with it for some strange reason and suffer until death comes, which we've got no control over neither. But putting that aside, of course, don't you say there's darkness either way, although you were true, there was the darkness in the background always lingering there, and now the darkness lingers right now with whatever it is getting in the way. Well, I'm sort of sensing as though, but it's always there, isn't it? You can make these excuses or you can come up with these valid reasons even, but it's always there. You did do this. Somebody's saying this to you in the sense of, well, you know, not that you've got a history or anything like that, but you did, you know, it's happened. Maybe they're just playing on that, and instead of forgiving you, they're sort of using it as a weapon against you. It means to score points, doesn't it, really? That's what it is, a point-scoring exercise. So a lot of a lot of relationships are to do with scoring points and getting one-upmanship. That's what it's about, isn't it? It's just arguing for the sake of it. Maybe, though, the immediate future has something better. Or worse. We don't know. Let's flip this card here for the immediate future between now and this time next month. What vibrates? Ooh, the Black Cat. Yes, black darkness is a very powerful energy, isn't it? It protects. A black cat at night time is not seen because it's protected in the shadows. Of course, the four-legged ones, the black cat or the four-legged ones, they protect because they walk the earth, don't they? So there's a touch of protection for you. But mainly through your luck changing. Your luck is about to change here concerning this relationship situation. Maybe whatever it is getting in the way, somebody's going to be proved right. And I got a funny feeling that person's going to be you. So let's watch this space and keep us updated if you can. If you don't want to bother, then it's your private affair, then that's your business. But just laughing and joking apart there, your luck is about to change in that sense, the energy of the cat. The cat often symbolises independence, doesn't it, as well? Putting aside one's dependency on others and going it alone and saying, you see, I can do it after all, I don't need you after all. So is there something going on there maybe? And some people say we make our own luck, we make our own future. God helps those who help themselves, which is true, isn't it, to some degree? With that though, of course, other than other occult means that can intervene and help us and heal us from a more sort of, I'm saying realistic standpoint, from a more straightforward sort of view, sort of at a glance. You could say things are going to get better between now and this time next month with this relationship. If it means it gets better, where people start forgiving you and putting things aside, or if it gets better because you can choose somebody else to be true to, somebody who sees you for what you sees you, the value that you are, and can treasure you a bit more, with a bit more respect. And maybe that's what it's all about as well, as you go independent and you prove to them that you're not a pushover. You're not the bloody pushover everybody thinks you are, regardless of what you might think about the Abrahamic religion. That was below the belt, that was, wasn't it? But it was true, wasn't it? I don't take it back when I say about silly political ideologies who talk to imaginary friends and make women wear Halloween masks when it's in Halloween. I tend to disagree with things like that, especially when they mutilate little boys' willies and things like that. I don't agree with that neither, and neither do you, and neither does anybody over 6.5 years of age and relatively normal. So with that, we'll put the moralistic side aside because nobody's listening to us. So for now, all the best to you, and best of luck next time, because it's coming, if you like it or not. For now, these cards have indeed spoken.